Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liv. Today we've got another yoga class. Today is 20 minutes, a little bit of everything into a short space of time. Let's get going. So we'll start in simple cross legs, and if we could start with the left shin in front, just so that it'll make sense when we start to move in a short moment. So let yourself settle. Find a nice rooting of the sit bones. Lift out through the chest, find lots of length through the spine, and then the arms can rest comfortably into the lap. The eyes can close, allowing the shoulders to feel heavy and the neck to feel long. Take just a couple of breaths here to allow yourself to feel like you're arrived, ready for movement, feeling that breath energize you on the way in, and feel it soften and calm you on the way out. With your next breath in, take a big circle of the arms, reaching your fingertips to the sky, gaze up, reach up. As you exhale, let the hands come onto the floor in front of you as you fold over these shins. Keep the sit bones rooted to the mat, almost as if there's a feeling of them scooting backwards. So we're really lengthening out the body. Fingertips are creeping forwards, breathing in. Head is nice and heavy, so is the chest. Again, inhale and exhale. You can then walk your hands all the way back in to sit tall, sending your legs out straight onto the mat in front of you, toes to the sky, feet are flexed so the thighs feel nice and firm. As you inhale, send those arms back to the sky, lift up, gaze up. And as you exhale, send them out wide, left and right. It's got a big capital T shape. Now push those arms behind you. Think of shoulder blades together so your chest feels nice and broad. Keep that feeling in your chest. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to hinge forwards. You'll feel the hamstrings start to lengthen. Chest feels broad. Keep those arms wide. And then when you can go no further, the torso doesn't move. The hands come forwards. It doesn't have to be toes. That might mean for you it's for shins, but we've kept this nice open chest, long and flat spine. Push the heels away from you. Flex the toes back towards you as you root the back of the thighs down into the mat. Deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Keep that broad feeling in your chest. One more inhale. And exhale. Great, as you sit yourself up, bending your knees, popping your feet onto the mat, hip distance apart. Hands to come behind you with the fingertips pointing in the same direction as the toes. From there, lifting your bum off of the mat into your reverse table. The chin can stay to the chest for this variation. Tailbone is tucked as if we're trying to flatten out the front of the body. Find an engagement through your glutes to lift a little higher. Think of the chest rising out between the shoulder heads. Breathing in. And breathing out. Finding a little bit of movement. Your right knee, you're going to draw it towards your forehead. Stay as lifted through the hips as you can. And then just lightly tap those toes back to the floor. Don't put the foot down. Again, knee to the forehead, little tap. Tapping the toes to the floor. One more little forehead tap. And tapping the toes to the floor. Good. Take this right ankle and cross it over the left thigh. Pop your bum back down onto the mat so we're into a figure 4 shape. Maybe just turn the hands the other way around so you feel supported and comfortable with your upper body. Press the right knee away from you. If you feel you can stretch a little further, bring that left foot a little bit closer. Sit bones stay rooted to the floor. Chest stays lifting. Breathing in. Breathing out. Always the opportunity to walk the hands a little closer if you're finding that you can find a little more space into that right hip. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely, guys. So from here, hug that left heel in, let that right leg fall off in front so we're in cross-legged position with the right shin in front. Inhale, arms reach back to the sky. Exhale, folding yourself back over these shins, long spine, sit bones are rooted. Take one more breath in to grow forwards. On the exhale, the hands are going to walk off to the right side of the mat. Keep that left rib cage rolling down towards the floor. Left sit bone, root it down towards the mat. Maybe those left fingertips can crawl a little further. Take one more breath in. And then exhale all the way off to your second side. Hands walk off towards the left, reaching out through those right fingertips, and think of this right side body. Roll it down towards the mat. Root that right sit bone down. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale all the way back onto the mat and all the way upright. Same again, legs come out straight in front of us, flex the toes nice and strong through the legs. Before we take our fold, a little bit different movement. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, left arm forwards, right arm back, maybe looking backwards as you twist. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, twist towards your left, maybe even gaze backwards. Good, one more each side. Inhale, up. Exhale to reach, to turn. And then last one. Inhale, arms alongside ears. And exhale to twist to your left. Great. Use the inhale for the arms to go back to the sky. And as you exhale, open that big capital T shape with the arms, hinge forwards, maintain that nice long tabletop spine, making sure you keep that nice broad chest as the hands come to find something to hold on to for your stretch. You could use a strap if you wish. Lengthen through the spine with the breath in. Keep those nice engaged legs with each breath out. One more. Fabulous. Releasing the foot or feet. Bending those feet, hands to the mat behind you so that your chest is that little bit reclined. Push down into hands and feet as you find your reverse table. Tailbone tucked nice and flat through the top of the body. Left knee is going to move this time. Take a breath in as you prepare. As you exhale, knee towards forehead. They don't have to tap. And then a little tap of the toes to the floor. Again, drawing knee towards head. And little tap of the floor. And then last one. And little tap of the floor. Good. Taking this left ankle, cross it over right thigh as you sit your bum down. Readjust your hands, your arms to find a comfortable position to support your torso. Push the left knee away. Keep the chest nice and tall. Maybe even bringing that foot a little bit closer, but not so close that your bum comes off the floor. If you're looking for a deeper stretch, press this top foot against the thigh and imagine the thigh is pushing back against the foot. Deep inhale, soft exhale, and then one more. Lovely. As you exhale, hug that other heel in so you can cross, heels close to bum, rolling yourself over as you come to find tabletop position. Find that nice square base with shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. From there, right toes, it's a one-legged cat and cow movement. So inhale, right toes to the sky, heel towards the bum, lift the chest. As you exhale, knee and nose to come to tap together under the body. Same again, inhale, toes to the sky, lift the chest. Exhale to round, thinking of thigh to belly, knee to chest. Good, lovely. Inhale, stretching the front body, strengthening back body. And exhale for your final round. Great. Send those toes back to the sky. Leave them there. Keep your shoulders nice and tall on top of your wrist. Take a deep breath in. Now from here, shift your weight forward. See if your chin can come to hover just off of the mat. You can maybe pull your left heel in towards your bum as well. Push yourself back up towards the tabletop. Tuck left toes, right leg goes into the sky for your 3-leg down dog. Left heel stays heavy. Reach up through top toes, breathing in. On the breath out, drawing that leg under the body, place the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down when you get there. Keep those back toes tucked under. As you inhale, right arm, reach it up alongside the ear. Bend the elbow and bring the hand down on the front of your left shoulder. The left hand is then going to hold that hand for a half cow face arms. Lift your chin away from your chest. I'm going to show you my arms for those that might have got confused there. Drive the hips forwards and down. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We'll take one more. On the exhale, release the arms. Bring both hands down to the inside of the foot. So maybe just wiggle that right foot a little bit wider for your lizard lunge. Knee stays nice and close towards the shoulder. And perhaps you might want to drop a left elbow, or you could drop it to a block if you have one. The right elbow is going to feel trickier, but if it's available to you, you're very welcome. Squeeze the thigh in. Press down through big toe side of front foot. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Take one more breath in. And one more breath out. You can then pop yourself back up onto hands if you lowered down. Left hand stays to the floor with a breath in. The right arm rises to the sky. Those back toes that are tucked, push the heel away to lift the back knee off of the floor. Either stay reaching directly to the sky or maybe keep opening the chest a little further. Let that right arm fall behind you as you turn the gaze and chest to the sky. Breathe in, squeezing left glutes. And breathing out. Lovely. Draw two hands back down towards the top of the mat. In one swift and strong movement, we're going to come to rise to stand. So inhale, back foot steps in, arms reach to the sky, a little bit of a wobble, a little bit of a balance. Using your exhale, forward fold. Hands come to touch the floor, sit bones pressing towards the sky as you compress the body towards the legs. Let the head stay nice and heavy, breathing in. And all the way out. We'll take our last one. And then as you exhale, make sure your feet are all the way shuffled together. We're going to drop our heels, our bum down towards our heels as we lift the heels into a little toe stand. Find a moment of balance with hands perhaps onto your thighs. Maybe hands can come straight up in front of chest. Squeeze the thighs together. Find that little bit of balance here. Inhale. On the exhale, we're twisting to face the right side, so hook the elbow around the outside of the right thigh. Keep squeezing the thighs together as you twist the torso to look over your right shoulder. You could look over if you're making it harder for your balance, if you want to just keep your gaze on one solid point, perhaps on the floor in front of you. Be my guest. Now we'll take a few more breaths here where you're very welcome to stay. If you like to have a little practice at your arm balances, maybe you want to see if you can find a side crow here. Get this left elbow down towards mid-thigh. Hands to come to the floor as the chest goes forwards beyond those fingertips to maybe see if the toes can float. We'll take just one inhale. And on the exhale, the feet come back down, so we're all back into that toe stand as we untwist and come back to face center. Taking the hands onto the mat right in front of our toes. The closer your hands are for the toes, the more challenging this becomes. We're going to take a little jump back. You can either jump back into chaturanga or perhaps just jump into plank. So inhale. On the exhale, jump those feet back. From there, you can halfway lower. If you've not found your chaturanga, you can drop the knees for support. Inhale, lift the chest, float the thighs. And as you exhale, pushing back into downward facing, taking a few breaths here. Finding some stillness, allowing the breath to move a little slower. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Drop the knees back down onto the mat as we return towards tabletop and take all of that to the second side. Left toes with an inhale, send them to the sky. Heel towards bum, lift the chest. Exhale, knee to nose. See if they can tap together as you round your spine. Inhale, the toes rise, chest lifts, long, strong arms. Exhale as you round and push the floor away from you. Lovely. Inhale, think of strong left glutes to help the leg lift a little higher. And exhale, as you curl it under, maybe find that tap. Fabulous. Send those left toes back to the sky. Leave them there. Think of coming forwards and down as the elbows bend close towards your rib cage, maybe hovering that chin just off of the mat. Very, very strong. And then push your way back up. Tuck those right toes. Left leg extends straight up into the sky, into three-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. Maybe the toes rise a little higher. And on the exhale, draw the foot underneath, placing it between the hands as you drop the back knee down. On the inhale, chest rises, left arm reaches up alongside ear and then down in front of right shoulder. Right hand comes to hold those fingertips as you lift the chin away from the chest. Big belly breath. Hips staying heavy. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, arms undo. Hands come down to the inside of the foot onto the mat for lizard, maybe just widening the foot if you need to. Option to drop down an elbow or two if you want to take that stretch a little further. Either way, we keep the chest nice and long, so spine is lengthening. Squeeze this left thigh in towards the torso. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one. Fabulous. Making your way back up onto the hands if you went elsewhere. Right hand stays to the floor. Inhale, left arm towards the sky, and then push that back heel away from you to lift the back knee. You can stay here or maybe open it that little bit further. Big twist as that left arm falls behind you, and take the gaze right up to the sky. Full deep breath in here. And as you exhale, draw the hands down towards the front foot. In one sweeping breath, we're going to come all the way up to stand. Inhale, arms to the sky, feet together, grow tall. And as you exhale, fold yourself over the legs, hands either to the floor, or perhaps you want to give the ankles or the legs a little hold, a little hug, pressing the pelvis to the sky. Let the head hang heavy, inhale. Keep compressing torso to thighs, exhale. One last one here. On the exhale, shuffling the feet all the way together if they're not already. Heels lift up, bum comes down and into our little toe stand. Find that point of balance. Hands can come straight in front of chest. Just leave your fingertips down if you need to for a bit of support here. Deep breath in. Soft breath out. From here, twisting to face the left-hand side, hook the elbow around the thigh. The balance is harder than it sounds. Take your time. Press that arm into the leg as the whole torso turns to face the left-hand side. Try to breathe into that section where you're twisted, where it feels that little bit harder. You've got your opportunity here to take side crow on the second side if you want to, otherwise staying for your little bit of balance and twisting. Good prep pose for side crow, this one. We'll take one deep breath in, and then placing your feet back onto the mat if you found a little bit of balance there, undoing the twist as you draw yourself back to center. Hands are going to come to the floor just in front of our feet. It feels very, very close. It makes it challenging. Take a deep breath in to prepare. On the exhale, jumping those feet back, either to plank and then halfway lower, or perhaps you could catch yourself in the halfway lower. Use the inhale to then lift through the chest, press into the top of the feet for your up dog, and then finding your way back into down dog. Hips are high, thighs pressing back, armpits opening nice and wide. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll take one more. On the exhale, hands push back, so we're coming to forward fold at the back of the mat. Coming to compress the body towards the thighs, and again, maybe give yourself a little hug or a little pull against the ankles to find that little bit more length. Your hands can then come to your waist, chin to the chest, knees are soft, and we're unraveling, thinking of stretching the back body as we come all the way up to stand at the very back of the mat. Making sure you have a fair bit of room onto the mat in front of you. Standing onto our left leg, turn your right chest to face outwards, the eye of the elbow and the palm faces outwards. That hand is then going to come and catch the big toe side of the foot, so the shoulder is nice and open. We're taking dancer's pose. Left arm is going to reach forwards and slightly upwards as you kick those right toes towards the sky. Keep the gaze steady on one point and try to keep the pelvis level. Breathing in, breathing out. One last inhale. On the exhale, stay balanced. See if you can let go of the foot as you draw that right knee in towards your chest. Come to interlace your hands around the front of the knee. As you squeeze that knee in towards your chest, option to stay here, or see if you can find a little bit of a back bend. Squeeze left glutes to drive the hips forwards as the chest leans a little back as you pull the knee in with you. Breathing in and all the way out. Lovely, draw yourself upright if you bent backwards a little bit. We're going to step straight into dancers on the second side. So step that right foot forwards, left chest is open, the hand is going to take the big toe side of the foot, right arm reaches to the sky as we kick those toes tall as well. Strong left glutes. You can keep a soft little bend in right leg and think of it as a bit of suspension, a little bit of bounce, bit of give. Inhale. On the exhale, release the foot. See if you can maintain your balance as you draw the knee in towards the chest, holding on to the front of the knee, front of the shin. Squeeze it in tall. Get as tall as you can. Option stay upright. Hard enough as it is. Otherwise, finding that little lean back of the torso. You can keep your chin towards your chest. If you're feeling super jazzy, you could try taking your gaze to the sky. Hug this left knee in nice and close to the body. Take one more breath if you've still got it. And then as you exhale, softly release the foot. So this left foot steps to the top of the mat, right foot steps back as we drop that right knee down to the floor. Right hand's going to stay onto the floor. Left arm reaches all the way up and back to find that left foot behind us. Give it a nice pull in towards your bum to feel that right quad stretch. You've got the option with this front foot, you could leave it just as it is, like it is for lizard, or perhaps turn it slightly away from you and roll the thigh away to press the thigh out towards the left side. Inhale. Exhale. And then last one. As you exhale, softly release the foot, lift the back knee. We're walking towards the right side of the mat, turning the toes all to face the same direction into a wide-legged position. Use fingertips to the floor on the inhale to find a long, flat spine. And with your exhale, the opportunity to maybe take that long, flat spine a little deeper, folding a little further, rolling the sit bones high to the sky. Each breath in is thinking of drawing space between rib cage and hips, lengthening out. And each exhale is an opportunity to fold a little further. Great, last one. And then on the exhale, walk yourself to face the back of your mat. Drop the back knee down when you get there. The right hand spins behind you to catch the foot as we find that juicy quad stretch on the other side. Option to turn your right foot to face away from you and press the thigh away as you roll onto the knife edge of the foot. Long breath in. Soft breath out. And then last one. As you exhale, softly release the foot, lift the back knee, walk yourself back where you came from into that wide-legged position. Think of the long, flat spine to breathe in and prepare. This time as you exhale, option to take your hands behind your back into a fist to add a little shoulder and upper body opening to this fold. Otherwise, any other variation of a wide-legged fold. Deep breath in. Soft breath out. And then last one. On the exhale, releasing your hands down towards the floor. Walk yourself back towards the top of the mat. Step your back foot in to meet your front foot. You're back into that little toe stand that we were in a moment ago. And then see if you can control your descent of bum down towards the floor, unraveling your way down onto your back once you've found yourself there. Knees can hug in towards your chest as you give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. Take one final deep breath in. And as you exhale, releasing your legs, stepping them out towards the corners of the mat, releasing your arms alongside you. Close the eyes and just allow yourself these few moments of stillness. No need to rush off to your next thing. A few breaths, feeling that energy. And allowing the body to rest. And then taking a full inhale. Bringing that breath back through the body, finding some soft movements. Your knees can then hug in towards the chest, giving yourself a little hug before softly returning back to seated, finding those nice soft shoulders away from ears. Your final breath in sends the arms to the sky, and your final breath out lowers the hands to the belly and the chin to the chest. Thanks so much for practicing with me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the class. If you want to have a look at some of the other classes that I've got onto my channel, I've got lots of playlists which filter by time length, by poses that they include, or by body part that they might target. I really appreciate your support. If you can leave a like and maybe even a comment under the video to let others know if it's a class worth taking, and hope to see you back on my channel sometime soon.